Hi guys, Posho here. Today we're going to talk about FBI qualification test. This is designed to evaluate agents' proficiency with a firearm across various scenarios, distances, and techniques. But this has been done before, so what I want to know is what would have changed if FBI were carrying a sports gun. I know this is not realistic, but what if? So today we're going to compare EDC Glock 45 and compare it with Tanfoglio Domina Extreme with Shield Hermes X. It's a 50-round course. To score it, I will use the Rails app. It will allow me to program the full course and watch my progress like hit factor, accuracy, and time. I know the actual FBI uses different scoring, but we'll use IPSC scoring just for convenience. I will do each drill 10 times, first 5 times with my sports gun, then I will switch and do 5 more reps with the Glock. And then we will see how the graph in the app has changed.
Brought to you by Shooters Global. We created the advanced training system and next-gen shot timers to help you progress faster.
So the first drill is 3 yards. We are going to draw gun from table because we don't have a holster for Glock. So to make this try as close as possible to each other, we'll be using a table for a draw. Firstly, 3 yards, 3 shots, strong hand, switch to the support hand, all under 6 seconds. We'll try to fit in this time. Okay, so we already did 5 reps here, all alpha, nicely hit, fully controlled, fully accurate, and now we'll be going to our tries with a Glock. Alright guys, so we just shot 3 yards FBI qualification test. That's the first distance we are going to shoot today. First try is with Tanfoglio Domina Extreme, then we switch to the Glock. On this distance I find it easier with a Glock because of the iron sights, which are easier to locate on the targets while drawing the gun and switching hands. With optic, I was struggling with finding my dots while switching to the left hand. After I find my dot, it was very easy to do the shots in here. But for me, on this distance, it's easier to shot with the iron sights. So the results show us that with every try, I was feeling more safe, more secure with the Glock. While shooting the last try, I give it all, I give it 100%. So the time is the fastest here. Okay guys, so going to the 5 yards distance, now we're going to make a draw and fire 3 shots under 3 seconds. Let's put it on test. Firstly, we start with Tanfoglio Domina Extreme. Okay, so I was struggling a little bit with getting my grip done. Again. Alright, so let's go with Glock now. Okay, and again, close distance, very easy to locate iron sights in here, so my times were a little bit faster on a Glock again. Also, I was struggling a little bit to get a good grip using the tampers here, so basically on this close distance and drawing from a table, the Glock has a little bit of advantage here. First 5 tries are the Domina, then we have the Glock, which you guys can see the graph is going up with each time. Okay, so now we are going to shoot 3 shots from a low ready under 2 seconds. Let's see if I can make it. Now let's do the same with the Glock. Okay, so now it was kind of mixed because I had good grip on a gun, on my Tanfoglio, I had good grip on a Glock, so there is no factor that influenced my grip here. But what I can say is that it was easier for me to find and locate my sights with the Glock. So the first shot for me was a little bit faster with the Glock, but the pace I had to put in was a little bit faster on a Domina because it was very easy to keep the dot inside the alpha zone after getting located. Also because of all the modification and upgrades in here, it was very easy to take care of the recoil. In the Glock, I had to slow down my speed a little bit just to get more confirmation while shooting, but all alpha again, and that was pretty good runs. Now we are at 7 yards. We are going to draw the gun from the table and fire 5 rounds under 5 seconds. Let's start with the Domina. One Charlie up. Alright, so guys, as you can see on this run, 7 yards here, the Tanfoglio Domina is much better gun for this distance because of the recoil management here. I could do a very fast splits with my gun, sports gun, which allowed me to keep my dot in the alpha zone for all the time. Therefore, I could use my finger a little bit faster. In the Glock, I had to maintain more controls. I had to wait a little bit longer for sights to settle down on the alpha zone. I had one Charlie here because I tried to pick up my pace a little bit more. Then I slowed down, keep my pace still, and all alphas after that were maintained. As guys you can see on the graph, the Tanfoglio runs are very high hit factors runs, while in the Glock we had to slow down, which also lowered my hit factor very much. Back in 7 yards, we are going to start from low ready. We are going to shoot 4 shots to the target, conduct an empty gun reload, then fire another 4 rounds to the target, all under 8 seconds. Let's start with the Domina. Okay, so let's go with the Glock. Okay, so now we have just done the test with the mag change. As you can see on a graph, the average runs were faster on a Domina Extreme. With each run, I was trying to pick up my pace, shoot it a little bit faster. Also, the magazine change here was much easier because of the huge mag wheel here, so I wasn't struggling at all with inserting the magazine. The thing that kinda make my time a little bit longer was reloading it from the empty position, which happened because of the rocker located in the right side of the gun. So basically, instead of racking it from the front part of the slide, I was forced to rack it from the back of the gun, which made the time of the reload a little bit longer, but yet it was still a little bit faster than doing a mag change with the Glock. Also, the pace I could speed up much more with the Domina. It was very easy for me right now to find the dot. I was getting there very fast. Also, the speeds on the Domina were much faster. I had to slow down. I had more control shooting Glock with the iron sights on this distance for sure. Alright guys, so now we are 15 yards. We are going to draw the gun from a table and hit 3 shots under 6 seconds. First shot on a Charlie. Again, first shot on a Charlie. I think the first one was on a Charlie as well.
Yeah, there is
one Charlie as well. Alright, so at 15 yards, aiming with the iron sights gets a little bit harder because of the distance, because of the fabric Glock sights, which are very hard to set up correctly on a target. And here the advantage of the sports gun is very much visible right now. As you can see in the graph, the hit factors made from Domina are much higher than the ones made with the Glock. So basically, the longer the distance gets, the easier it is to shoot with the optics right now. Alright guys, so moving to the 25 yards, we have to shoot 4 rounds standing position, then we have to move to the kneeling position and shoot another 4 rounds. I think on this one the sports gun will also have much more advantages, especially locating the sights on the gun, so we'll see how it will work. All Alpha. Alpha. Two Charlies, I think. One Charlie. While getting down. And alphas. And a lot of Charlies.
I think one was even... Isn't one Delta?
A lot of Charlies, one Delta. 1, 2, 3, 3 Charlies, one Delta. That's for sure. Okay, few Charlies for sure. I'll go patch it up. Whoa! One Delta, 2 Charlies, 3 Charlies, 3 Charlies. Okay, few Charlies again. Alright, so we have just shot 25 yards with Glock as well as a sports gun, and right now on this distance the sports gun is definitely a winner, because the first thing, the sights, the optic sights is very easy to locate on a target. It's very easy to confirm a perfect shot in here, while with the Glock with the fabric sights, it's actually very hard to see anything. The sights are just bothering while shooting. With the fabric ones, they're just covering all the target, so it's very hard to call a perfect shot in here, especially after kneeling down. The points here also were more accurate with the sports gun, which tells us that the trigger here is much better, much easier to use actually. It's much easier to confirm a shot, it's much easier to get a good shot, to get a good trigger work. So basically, the longer the distance gets, it's much easier to shoot with the sports gun, with the optic sights, than with the fabric Glock with fabric trigger and fabric sights as well. So in general, as we can see, the Glocks are not that bad for close distance fights, as a lot of fights, most of the fights, 90% of the fights happened in distance from 5 to 10 yards actually, which Glock were doing a pretty good job there. On long distances, of course, the sports gun has more advantages here. Goodbye guys, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed and see you soon.